Greetings. I just want to encourage you to go beyond Neville Goddard. Because if you never go beyond Neville Goddard and the law, you would end up being religious. You would end up getting lost in a wilderness. And you would be going round and round and round doing the dead man walk. It's like in these parts, people will say you're spinning top in the mud. And I'm going to show you how, if you would definitely listen to me with an open mind. Now, if you think carefully, you would realize that all religious denominations on this planet, that they were started by a certain sect of people. And these denominations came about by some influential, charismatic man or woman, and after their death, they tie you to their death by teaching to you what they would have taught while they were alive. And so they're doing that so that you would die with a certain belief system. You would die with a certain consciousness. And that would trap you in a certain place in the spirit realm. I am speaking from experience. Because if you listen to me and you have never traveled to woodland, you would know what I'm speaking about. Because it's very few that can get out of woodland to be here on the land of the living to tell you these things. So, when you check out the whole Jesus and Mary story, and you check out how they've been keeping you in mental slavery, robbed you of your spirituality, your true history, and robbed you of the knowledge of your divinity, and give you a S-O-N instead of the S-U-N, it is to trap your soul. Many people are not going to believe this. And that is why you have so many people on the internet that is teaching about Neville Goddard and the law, but they cannot go beyond the law. That is why it takes one who would have gone beyond the law and beyond Neville Goddard and beyond the chap that have been said. One who have the knowledge from all the way back to antiquity to teach you how to escape from greed and stupidity. So my brother, my sister, when I say go beyond, if you never go beyond and you die with only so much knowledge, and you never come to the true knowledge of self, and you remain being intellectual, and you never awake from this dream of life, you're going to get lost in a wilderness in the spirit world. And these men and women, these influential men and women who would have started these denominations and religions and came up with certain philosophies, you will be hearing their voices in this realm. And you will be looking for them, but you will never find them. Because you would know what they are doing, but I know what they are doing and why you would not find them and why you would get lost in woodland and you'll be going around in a circle. They call it the dead man walk. It's like a man. Let me explain it a simple way for you. It's like a man going in the forest. Okay? And he shot a deer, an animal, and he leave it there. And he's heading to go to get some sort of equipment to take it out of the wilderness. But each time he walks, he's finding himself back in the same spot. That is what has been taking place to many people. From generation to generation to generation to generation to generation to generation. And some people doesn't seem to understand when one comes from that world to tell them never to be gullible and go after greed. Do you realize all they're promising you is temporal, material things, but they're not teaching you what Neville really referred to as the promise, because they've never had any experience of that. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these teachings are borrowed from older civilizations that were there before, from those who knew the secret of the light, the sun within. So my brothers and my sisters, if you never awake from this dream of life, you'll be kept in the dream. You'll be kept in a dream world going wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. That's what they've been doing. That is why people like myself, my dead body, when I transcend, are ascend from this house, from this coffin, which I would have done it already. Okay, but I'm speaking about from this physical realm here. Okay, my body will not be placed in a so-called church. There the pastor or preacher will be speaking any shit over me. And that is why our people have been going to church all the time. And they get chopped with funerals. They get chopped with weddings. Serious chop. And that is why the ignorance have been taking place among our people over and over and over and over again. But I'm giving you the key to break yourself away from all form of mental slavery. You will end up as if you're still in a religious body believing in the false teaching of Jesus and Mary, just by following the Neville Goddard story of the law only. That's why they just keep you on the law. Because those who are doing it, they're just doing it for a buck. Views. Subscribers. Even Neville himself said it before he leave, that they will do it for a buck. So you have to understand, everything is twofold. So my brother, my sisters, I can go into some deep things, but I'm saying all of this because I just want to say to you, you can definitely get to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Because when you understand all of these kind of knowledge that they are not new, they have always been here. When you understand the teaching of Kemet and you realize it's not really a teaching, it's actually an experience, then you will realize where I am coming from. So my brother, my sisters, don't be gullible. That's what I'm saying to you. Don't just get caught up with money. You see, everybody become a manifestation coach now. Everybody say manifest this, manifest that. Oh, I manifest it using the law of attraction, this, that. Yeah, these things are true because we've been using this law all the time. You just need to sensitize yourself about it and use it to help you to ease the blows in the world of Caesar. But when it comes to self-realization, when it comes to transcendency, when it comes to going to a higher level, when it comes to going back to Zion, when it comes to all of these things, you have to understand how deep the rabbit hole goes. You must go beyond Neville Goddard. You must go beyond all that his ancestors would have laid down also to chop you. Plain and straight. So my brother, my sister, I can go on and on, but I think I'm going to come to a close here. Because if you want to see how deep the rabbit hole really goes, I'm giving you the invitation to have one-on-one with me. And you can reach out to me by way of email, and I give you the terms and the condition as I will teach you the inner sun, science and technology to create your reality consciously. And I will teach you it biblically, because there is an inner sun Bible study that has been hidden from you, and that inner sun Bible study must tie with your psychology along with nature, because the Bible is also a book of nature. You have an inner solar system. That's why you are beholding an outer solar system, and you need to get in alignment. And that is why I give you a $20 course while Lady Foundation concerning the inner sun science and technology to create your reality conscious, and it's available on my Patreon. So if you want to take that first, and then when you get more familiarized and get a better understanding, you can definitely reach out to me for a one-on-one. But if you want to do the one-on-one now, you are most welcome. Also, I want to say to you, if you haven't subscribed already, I definitely would encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. And if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And before I come to a close, I want to say that if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that we have a PayPal and that the link is always down below. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.